you know, I'm super excited for finishing 6th, I think we are in the end. So, you know, what a fantastic result. There's 70 lads here that are all pretty much full-time pros, and we're currently 6th. So yeah, super happy with where it's going, and hopefully it keeps going that way.
1 week later, Clutch Pro Tour 18-hole shootout at Porters Park. The game was feeling good and confidence was super high. With every challenge faced, I seemed to have an answer. But golf always has adversity. Just when you think you've cracked it, it will humble you in seconds. Golf isn't about how good your good is, it's about how bad your bad is. Here we go, 18-hole shootout at Porters Park. So I arrived at the club at around about 11 AM, an hour and 15 before my tee time. A few putts early on, and the greens were rolling fantastic actually. So really impressed with the last couple of courses. The surfaces were great, and that's all you can ask for. And overall, going into this week, you know, I was super happy with where the game was at, and a little bit of sneaky confidence going into this round, and sometimes it can hurt and help. You know, obviously you want to feel good about your game, but there's also an element of expectation when you bring that into a round of golf. So yeah, expecting to almost go out there and play well. Can we do it? Also want to add that the morning section of this 18-hole shootout was wonderful weather, no excuses, but when we teed off at midday, the wind came in, and we even got a little bit of sneaky rain at the back end of the round. So yeah, here we go. Hole 1, it's going to be a short par 4, very good chance to start off with a birdie, 250 yards playing downwind, and I've just got 4-iron in my hand here. So after that shot, I think you would have heard me say nice draw, because I tried to hit it up the right with a little draw and just blocked it straight out there. But nevertheless, this left me 40 yards in, a little bit of an open face lob wedge here, just trying to hit a high floaty one. So unfortunately, the club just bouncing on the really firm turf there meant that it came out a groove low, touch finny, and over the back. Just a little tentative with the chip, but this one left me 6 feet for par at the first hole, so just on the right edge. Good stroke. Unfortunately, just sliding by, leaving me a 2-footer to tidy up for the bogey. Hole 2, par 4 down the hill, and I've got 6-iron here. You'll see how firm the fairways are running in the UK right now after this 6-iron. So a nice high flight down the middle, and it ends up in the left rough. Probably went 270 that 6-iron. I thought I chunked this, and it actually ended up fantastic. Around about 5 feet away. Not even that, maybe even 4.5 feet. But you can't really see on this video, but that pin is dirty, like it's on a slope. Just watch this putt. And this one goes probably 2 feet further than what I had for the first putt. So now we've got like 6 foot back up the hill for par. Ouch. That is not how you want to start an 18-hole shootout. You want to start these things hot, and it's so hard to recover from mistakes because you've just got 18 holes, but just trying to grit my teeth and stick at it. Par 4, back up the hill. And just leaked that one a hair right, and it just spun up on me. So 8 iron here from 160. Just hacking her out. Up on to the front edge of the green. Just rolled back off. And this left me a 25-yard chip shot back up the hill. I've got sandwich here, just trying to bring it back in my stance and hit a little chasey one up towards the flag. So another holing out putt from 5 feet. Touch left to right in it. Just trying to commit to the lines and hit a good putt. Sometimes they go, sometimes they don't. And this one for bogey. So that's 3 over through 3, and that is really not how you want to start. But like I say, I'm just trying to keep my head down and keep plodding away. I know my game feels good. So this was a attempt at a low draw and just didn't really draw for me that. So I found the right bunker, leaving me 188, and this was actually a really, really good swing from 188 yards out of a bunker. Really good contact and getting a lot of success out of the fairway bunkers, just gripping down it a hair. It's made it a lot easier for me. So, I mean, check that pin out again. I mean, it's literally on a slope, but, you know, everyone's had to play on it, so it's not just me. And a pretty good putt, I thought, and it just keeps going and going and going. 4 foot past the hole, and this is not what you want to leave yourself after just missing 4 of these through the first 3 holes. Thankfully, we make that one for our first par of the round. Let's go! Hole 5, 380 yard, par 4, back down the hill. And I've got a 5 iron in my hand, just trying to keep it left of them bunkers you can see on the right. So preferred lies in the UK as well at the minute. Everywhere is just struggling with the extreme heat that we've had. Rare for the UK. This one was from 138 yards. Dirty flag over on the right hand side. Just trying to keep it left, not too far left, but this one luckily finding the left hand side of the putting surface. So tidying up for par, 170 yards playing back to this back left flag, and it's a dangerous pin. If you miss this left, it's trouble. So just trying to keep it right. And I hit a really good shot with 9 iron. Landed it exactly kind of where I wanted it to, but it took a very soft bounce, and this one now from around about 100 feet. So speed was actually fantastic there, and it just was quite a bad read. It broke a lot on me at the end there, and I didn't really feel it or see it. And now another 4-footer for par. Now you can't hold them all, but that's 4 misses from inside 5 feet in the first 6 holes. Not great. Par 4 here, tough one. Just trying to keep the tee shot up the left. It all kicks round to the right, and this one bounced perfectly all the way back into the middle of the fairway, leaving me around about 140. I had pitching wedge in my hand here, just trying to trust this wind out the left and hold it up with a little draw. Pretty good swing, but just comes up a hair short. This one was from around about 35 feet left to right, 2%er. Eat your heart out, Josh. After them missing, I thank the Lord for that one going in. Hole 8, tough par 4 up the hill. 4-iron off the tee here, chasing up. And this fairway was hilarious. I've seen balls get up to the top and roll all the way back down. So I was just praying it stopped in the fairway, and it did, thankfully. So even though we're 3 over, like I say, I'm not giving up. I'm really trying hard just to get a little bit of flow going in this round. And a pretty good putt there, fantastic speed, and that's going to be a par at hole 8. Hole 9, playing 10 yards downhill. This pin was 155 into the breeze, and I've got 8 irons, so just trying to hit a low one, keep it nice and controlled. Thought the wind was out the left, and it just, like I said, it just didn't move at all. So this one now from 35 feet, 3% left to right. She's a swinger. And just absolutely disgusted with the speed control. First 9 holes there, it was awful. So 2% right to left. And look at that, like the speed is just horrendous. I mean, that's gone 3-foot past from 7 feet. And I think this comes back to the element of, you know, really not staying patient within my round. You're trying to force issues and it almost hurts you rather than help. So short par 5 here, very good chance to make a birdie. And that one was absolutely flushed on the perfect line, exactly where I wanted it. And this one from 130 yards. The ball above my feet, wind out the right. And stupidly I've aimed it right edge of the green. You know, it's going to move 15-20 yards in the air, and I know that. It's just schoolboy errors there, and you're just trying to force issues, and sometimes it just really doesn't happen out there. But you know, you've got to grit your teeth and just try as hard as you possibly can to do something. You know, something's got to happen. So this one now from 3 feet for birdie to get back to 3 over par. And a little bit of positivity there. Hole 11, tough par 4. Dog leg left to right. And I've got driver just aiming in the left bunker, you can see on your screen. And this one was slinging perfectly. Nice little slice round the corner, chasing all the way up the fairway, leaving me around about 80 yards. So this was a lob wedge, just trying to commit to my numbers. And perfect backswing just on that right shoulder, and this one was very good. Finishing round about that 4 foot distance again. They keep popping up when you miss a few. They do just keep popping up, so you know, just trying to get a good read and just commit to a good stroke. It's all you can do. And she goes home, back to 2 over par. Look at this wind. Just, it really was gusting at probably 25, 30 at times out there. So, you know, it's not the easiest conditions, but like I say, I'm not making excuses. Hole 12, 200 yard par 3. Dirty pin on that front right hand side. And that was a 7-iron, just trying to hit my little draw off of the flag. And it just didn't draw. Missed it a hair right, and luckily just stays out of the bunker. And low key, I had the feeling I fancied this one, really did fancy it. Nice little bump and run, and I tell you what, if I hit it, it had a sniff. I was going to tap that in with my wedge, but I just said to the boys, with the way the day was going, I'll get my putter out. So hole 13, par 5. Really good swing there with 5-iron, and it just tightens up with driver. I mean, you know, you can make eagle even with hitting 5-iron if you just chase a 4-iron up as well. So just gets a little tight with driver, but yeah, that was the reasoning why. So 4-iron, just trying to hit the low draw in there, kinda drawing, just not enough. And this one just finished on the right hand side of the green. Pretty naughty lie as well, this one. Just trying to clip ball first here. Done it perfectly, and that was a really, really good shot. So 5 feet for birdie. You can see a little bit of rain coming in there. And just checking whether the line was correct there first time. And it certainly was. So yeah, I check the line when it's my ball marker's still down. I'll peek over, have a little look at the line, check I like it, and then I'll take my ball marker up. Tough back left flag here, and you know, I've got 4 holes left, or sorry, 5 holes left, and I, you know, need something to happen. So I'm trying to make it happen, and you know, you miss a green by a few yards left there, and now it's 40 yards away. It's compound errors, but you know, in these 18-hole shootouts, I'm there to compete and try and win. So you know, knocking it middle of the green and staying at 1 over doesn't give me any points or prizes. So yeah, this one now 5% right to left slope, and it actually would have been a good putt, believe it or not, if I hit it on a good speed, but that's gone 4 foot past again. It might not look it on the screen, but yeah, that one just, again, you know, pace just really not there at the moment. So tidying it up just inside the left edge, and we are going to be back to 2 over with 4 holes to play now. So bunkers come in at around about 260. I don't think I could have covered them quite with driver, so I had 4-iron here. Just slightly overturning it, leaving me 129 into this green. Back right flag, and I had the wind kind of straight into here, so I'm just trying to hit my little low draw, and I've started it right. It's just drifted miles. I don't know whether it was a gust or what, but yeah, not a good shot at all. So the young lad you can see on the screen there in the blue jumper, Chris Kim, you may or may not have heard of him, but he's a fantastic young golfer, and he's playing in the Junior Ryder Cup next month. So wish him the best of luck, and you know, what a pleasure it was to play with a young talent. So yeah, keep an eye out for that name. And this one now for my par. And again, just speed. Aim point works if you hit it 1 foot past, not 2 or 3, you know, so it's very important that the speed matches the line when using aim point, and it just aim point 1, aim point in today. So yeah, 3 holes to play. Still trying to think, you know, finish with 3 birdies, try and get something positive going. And yeah, 4 iron straight down the middle. Left me 128 into the green. See a little bit of rain starting to fall again. And this one just jumps a hair too much on me. Maybe being a little bit too aggressive on the yardage, but you know, you've got to go for it. You know, we're 3 over par. We've got 3 holes left in the 18-hole shootout. Like I say, pars don't give us any points or prizes at this point, so a little bit of a tie spinner there, unintentionally. I wanted to play it kind of low and skiddy, but not that low. And this one was now from 3 feet. Scary putts when you've missed a bunch of them all day. But just finding its way home in the right edge. 17th, you can see that rain really starting to come down. This was a driver just aiming up the left, just trying to hit my fade. And a really, really good swing. This one lands in the right edge of the fairway and ends up here. So yeah, not the greatest, but a chance to hit a low punchy one out and hit it into a tree, and it drops down. Like at this point I'm just laughing. It's just like, come on Josh, what are you doing? So awkward backswing there, and it runs into about 22 feet back down the hill. Pace has been long all day, and then I go and leave this one in the jaws. This is why we love the sport, boys and girls. You never know what you're going to get. So that's 4 over, stood on the 18th tee, and this is a very tough tee shot, and I'm just, at this point, I'm just saying, let's have it. Send it over the left-hand side. Hit your little fade, and this one was pure arena. Probably one of the best swings of the day. On the perfect line. And it runs all the way through into the right rough, and I have no shot. I'm blocked out. So, just one of them days, unfortunately. One of them days. Just trying to hit a little low, cutty 9 iron onto the front half of the green. And this one was pure as well. Fading in lovely. And it just hits that upslope. You know, if that lands another couple of paces up, it probably runs all the way up to the flag. But, you know, that's just the absolute margins in this sport we play. So, yeah, from 30 feet, can we end with a birdie? A fantastic speed, not a fantastic read. This one broke a hell of a lot. And now one of these famous 5-footers again. Can you make it? So, not to be. That is going to be a tied 36th plus 4. I think a lot of people struggled in the afternoon, but that's why we play the sport, for the ups and the downs.
Great to meet you as well. Thank you.